Okay.
Hello, everyone. My name is Erica. Today we are going to give you 3 tips for fall gardening. We may be most of the way through fall right now, but a lot of these things are still useful pieces of information that you should know before we head into winter. My name is Erica. I am the IPM manager and grower here at Glover Nursery. I am responsible for quite a few different things here at the nursery, including disease and pest control on our retail stock and some other things. So I've been doing this about 10 years, give or take just a little bit. So also, if you watch through the end of the video, I'm going to give my best tip in order to give your trees and shrubs a good head start in the spring, something that you can be doing now that will help them come out of winter better. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about was cleaning up debris. When you have all of your leaves falling around your yard, those leaves harbor disease and insects, and the best thing to do is to clean them up and dispose of them. If you are certain that you don't have any diseases or insect problems, you're probably mistaken, but if you're sure about it, you are welcome to compost that material, but more than likely it's going to be better for you to just simply dispose of it, like in the black can, into the municipal waste, rather than sending all of those fallen leaves to the green waste, because you don't know what you're actually sending to them. Um, the next thing that you would want to do, hey Andrew, can you? So the next thing that you want to do is wrap your trees and shrubs with burlap or like a white trunk wrap to help avoid any sorts of sun scald. So here's an example of the burlap wrap, and Regan and I have a video about how to wrap your upright evergreens. So go refer to that video for some instruction on that. It's definitely very helpful when it comes to preventing damage from snow load. And then this white tree wrap is available, and this can be wrapped around your trunks. We'll have another video on that as well, and this helps prevent sun scald, like southwest winter injury, where the juvenile bark up the side of a tree will split in the winter. So these are some products that you would want to use to wrap your trees. And then another thing that you would want to do is mulch. Mulch is really, really important for weed control and moisture retention. This is just one of our mulch bags. We sell different mulches in bags, but also in our bulk area. You would want to add something like 2 to even potentially 4 inches of mulch around this time of year. And you want to prevent what's called volcano mulching, which is where you pile up the mulch toward the trunk and you end up burying the trunk several inches deep in mulch. The trunk can't handle being under mulch, so you need to keep it away. The easiest thing to do is just take a couple of fingers and clear it away from the trunk to make sure that it's not being kept too wet for the winter. That mulch will help kind of maintain the moisture through the winter as well. So if we end up going for several weeks without precipitation, that mulch can help prevent any desiccation of the roots. And those were the 3 biggest things to do: cleaning up the debris, wrapping your trees, and mulching. And now we're going to talk about that one thing that I would highly recommend, and that is going to be fertilizing at this time of year. A lot of people might not realize it, but your trees and shrubs for this entire season have been depleting their resources. And right now they're trying to rebuild that bank of resources in the roots. And what you can do is put down some fertilizer right before we go into winter, and that can help replenish that bank, but it can making sure that the roots are full of nitrogen gives it a better chance of handling any adverse conditions in the winter. Your trees will do better in the cold and snow if they are well nourished going into winter. And then as they start pushing again in the spring, they are going to have a better set of resources to push from. I don't know, that sounded a little bit complicated, a little rambly. Anyway, so on that note, I wanted to talk about a couple of items that you could choose in order to fertilize. One is going to be milorganite. Milorganite is relatively low nitrogen. It is an organic-based material, and so it would be a good choice. You won't risk any kind of nitrogen burn if you put this down now. The correct timing for this is going to be, there's kind of an ideal window, and the window is when the trees have gone dormant and they're not going to be pushing any top growth if you put that fertilizer down. So I usually say that it's right after all of the leaves are completely bare off the tree. That would be the time that I would put down the nitrogen. And another option would be like a Gardner and Bloom product, something like the Gardner and Bloom all-purpose. All-purpose, a lot of these products up here have beneficial organisms in them like mycorrhizae that help amend the soil. And with it being an organic product, it is pretty beneficial, low nitrogen. And then another option you can use for your lawn and some of your larger trees and shrubs would be like a winterizer. Winterizers do have a fairly high nitrogen content, and they can be synthetic, but there are winterizers available that are an organic option as well. You don't need really any phosphorus at this time of year, and our soils usually are not very low in phosphorus, so it's not a nutrient that you would need to add much of right now. Okay, I think that's it. Thank you for joining me and Vanna. All right, take care.
Bye.